whenever you're ready, you've gotten your sip, go ahead and lay all the way back. Just let a couple of really good breaths flow. Huge inhale. Nice exhale. The idea for class today is that you don't get spring flowers without the spring rains. So sometimes, for instance, the moisture we've gotten, sometimes it makes the days feel more dreary. Sometimes in the spring, we also get these snows where it just feels cold, and that can be intense sometimes emotionally. So think of the spring rains metaphorically as the hard things that we have to pass through, but yet without them, the flowers wouldn't have that moisture. So we want to sometimes to just have everything easy and beautiful, but that's not how we grow. It's almost like part of us needs the difficulty, the challenges, and that's what makes us strong. That's what feeds our soul in a way, so that we can have eventually those beautiful spring flowers. So as we travel through the different poses today, imagine the different things that work our body, make us balance, make us stand strong. Imagine those things are like the spring rains. And also the moments where we just hold poses for a little while. Sometimes that's mentally hard, but think of that as like slow trickling in of the rain, so that the muscles, the everything is plowed, the seeds are planted, that beautiful germination can begin. So that's our image to travel forward today. And let's begin with knees coming into chest. Just rocking around for a little while. Spreading the arms open like a figure T on the ground. The knees come into a nice 90-degree angle, like sitting on a chair that fell on its back. With an inhale, we always return through the center here. With an exhale, lean your knees halfway to one side. And return. Lean. If nothing else, we're tuning into where the obliques are. You want a few more rounds with higher difficulty. The legs can straighten partway or all the way out. That makes it a bit harder for the obliques to hold. So it doesn't mean you have to go quite as far, but just feel that beautiful effort, that control the obliques have to hold the legs in place. Just one more each side. Then cross the right knee tightly over the left knee, grab onto each ankle. Try to relax all muscular effort of the legs so you kind of settle into that deep hip motion, that opening. Spreading the arms back out, the legs fall over to the left. Again, once you kind of settle it into the more or less the shape of it, let gravity take over. These moments like this, it's a slow trickling. I imagine the slow rain seeping into the muscles, rather than the monsoon where it kind of floods and the ground can't soak it up that quickly. Instead, imagine that slow drizzle, the trickle that really leads everything to receive the moisture. Keep the legs crossed like this, the knees rise back up, and then the knees fall over to the right in this crossed shape. So you'll feel how that pulls the left hip in just a really nice way. The legs rise, uncross, recross with left over. Grab onto ankles for a moment. Spreading the arms open, legs fall to the right first. Let gravity, the weight of the legs, let all of that be the only action that's happening, the release of that. The legs raise up. Keep it crossed as it is. Let them pull to the left for a moment. Lifting the knees back up. Open the legs nice and wide. Slide the hands up overhead. Do a few crunches from reaching through the legs. So inhale, press. Exhale, extend, reaching through. Inhale, rise back up. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab for the toes. Help the legs to continue to open. Legs together. Roll like a ball 3 or 4 times. Massage up the back. And eventually rise up. Open the knees, a nice cobbler's pose. Whenever you want to roll the head left and right, it's an easy place to add that simple action. Up a little bit. The right leg opens out to a wide angle. Let the spine go directly forward again. Down. Yeah, go for it.
Do you want a bag?
Oh,
These bags?
oh yes, please.
Did you want one with you? I'll grab it.
No, I'm okay. Thank you, that. Yeah, go for it.
Since it's just us.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Okay, so right leg extends directly forward. So we're leaning back into that right side. spine up. Open out the left leg now. Right tucks in. And lean directly forward. So up, leg forward. Through that side. And torso up, both legs forward. The hardest yet, so inhale, circle the arms up high, exhale, lean. Lots of time and space for these hamstrings to work with us today. Okay, so rising up. Take an easy cross leg for just a moment. Clasp hands behind the back. Start working the shoulders open. So bump hands over to the right hip or right waist. And then drop right ear to right shoulder, open through neck, top of the shoulder area. Up, hands to left hip or left waist, left ear down. Beautiful. Head back up. Release the hands. Come into a nice tabletop. Take a few rounds of the cat-cow. With your breath, try to find the breath. Twice more. Beautiful. After the second one, downward facing dog with the hips raised up nice and high. Pressing down through pads of fingers. All the joints, all the knuckles pushing down. That relieves pressure from the wrist. And then warming up through the shoulders a bit. Shift your weight forward into plank. Then back up into downward facing dog. Synchronize with your breath. Inhales. Exhales. Another 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And then bring back your plank. Lower chaturanga. Sliding the right arm out to the right. Bring the middle finger to about the eye level and then flip right cheek to floor. And press in the left hand until your right shoulder is stretching. Maybe top leg plants all the way open behind. Return hips down. Switch it out. Left opens out to the side. Middle finger level with eye. Put the left cheek down. And press on the right hand until left shoulder is stretching. Yep, top leg is welcome to pull back. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the hands to plant under shoulders. Either take a baby cobra or a full cobra if you feel ready for it. Beautiful. Child pose or down dog. Moving forward in between hands, slight bend to the knees. Step walk or jump forward. Release down in the forward fold, a few bonus breaths. Taking big toes to touch, heels separated if they're not there already. And sitting the hips back already into fierce pose, the arms swing up by the ears. Elbow tuck slightly, tuck the low back. Shift some of your weight to ball of feet, maybe even heels lift. Beautiful, straighten the legs, slight back bend. Hands down to heart. Right hand to right thigh, left hand circles up and over. In the side ribs, open the shoulder. And rise, switch it out. And rise. Inhale, circle arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fingertips down, right foot lunges back. Keep the right hand on the ground for a moment. The left hand is going to circle forward, up, and back. And then reverse that all the way through. 2 more full ranges. 1 more. Beautiful. From here, the back heel drops down. Warrior 1, circle the arms up. Beautiful. Shifting to a pyramid pose, the front leg straightens, hand at the hips. If you would like to have the clasp of the elbows or the prayer position flip instead, you can set that up now. And then begin to forward fold over that straight front leg. Hands need to release at any point, nothing wrong. Hands release if not already. The front knee takes the bend shape again. Circle arms up, warrior 1. Inhale. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Extended side angle, option to bind. So you don't want to bind, you're welcome to just rest the elbow to thigh. Otherwise, the shoulder is closer to the knee so that you can wrap under that thigh. Top shoulder pulls open. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, release any bind. Straighten the front leg. Open the arms. Triangle. Reach the hand forward. Up hand to shin. Left up to sky. Rising up, the legs stay the same. Reverse triangle, resting on the back leg. Top hand pulls up, feel that open the ribs again. Good, rising up. We're traveling to half moon pose, so shorten stance if you need to, and then softly land. Top leg is opening, lifting. That's currently floating softly lands back to warrior two shape. Arms open. Beautiful. Cartwheel hands to plant on the ground surrounding front foot. This top leg reaches up and back, three-legged dog. And left knee to nose, hold. Feet land next to one another, plank. Cross the heels to the right. Left hand floats up, side plank. And switch it out. Goes to the left, right raises. Beautiful. Down, down. Perhaps a flow. If you'd like. Child pose or down dog, you're welcome to hold for a moment. Forward in between the hands, slide into the knees, step walk or jump forward. Nice forward fold, maybe hands, fingers work their way under the toes. Running the hands, big toes close, so slightly separated. Setting up the hips in fierce and swinging the arms up. Hands together. Taking a twist, right? Twist over to the front door. There we go, sorry. Hands to heart, switch. Heart, another moment, maybe sink a little lower. And circle the arms up, slight back bend. Hands to heart. Right hand drops to right thigh, circle up and over. Rise, switch. And up. Inhale, circle arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fingertips down, left foot steps back. Plant the left hand for a moment, right hand circles. Half circles, I guess, traveling back and forward. Vice versa. Set the heel down for warrior one. Circle the arms up. Let's drop a little lower if possible. Straightening the front leg. Choose your variation. Maybe clasp behind, or maybe just simply bow forward, pyramid. Another good breath. Huge inhale. Exhale. Feet by the front knee. Warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Extended side angle, leaning forward, option for bind. Try to restack the spine, the top shoulder pulls back. More breath in and out. Raise up, warrior two. Straighten the front leg, triangle, reach forward, hand to shin, up, hand up to sky, 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock. Rise, reverse. Rise, half moon. Notice the gaze. Absolutely fine to be on the floor. If balance is amazing today, you could try leave it to sky, not a requirement. Okay, soft land back, warrior two. Heart roll down. Right foot lifts up, three-legged dog. And toes land close. Shifting forward plank. Heels to the left, right hand rises. Option for start if you want. Hips lift first and then leg maybe floats. Good, drop the hands, switch sides. Side plank or hips lift, top leg lift, start. Beautiful. Plank, optional flow. Right leg floats briefly. Bring the knee to the nose, hold. Beautiful, lift it back up, three-legged dog. Land the feet close. Knees forward in between hands, slightly into the knees. Then walk or jump forward. Inhale, circle up to sky. Hands down to heart. Grabbing onto right foot behind the back. So, option to just stay in the quad stretch or try to hold onto that grip, landing left hand to floor, opening the hips for a candy. like a half moon, just holding onto that foot. At any point you release, just drop down to forward fold. We'll do it in a moment.
I thought you were going to say rise up.
Rise up with your balance.
Where's my partner? I'm strong and all, but holy hell.
You never know what to expect. Right.
I need my potted partner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not today, at least. Okay, left to left. Take a moment for the quad. Right hand down, the hips open. Shoulder opens. Forward. Squeezing the legs into the midline. We'll start to set up a toe squat. So as the heels start to lift, please travel down. If fingers can ever lift, that's an option. Bring maybe one hand to the heart, maybe the other. Good. And then if at any point you need to just drop hands down, that's okay. Otherwise, we'll take a side crow. So hands planting to the right. I like to set up one elbow by the knee, one by the hip. Yeah, good. Take your blanket there. No, nothing wrong with that. And then just tilting. Yep. Good. Amazing. Whenever it naturally comes down, just come through the center for a moment. Switch. Back to left. Maybe the fly today. Good. Bring the legs back to straight, widen the stance, about as wide as mat, forward fold. The toes outward, Malasana. We'll take an optional bind today. So if you're taking the first side, left shoulder close to left knee, maybe just left hand to floor, right hand to sky, or bind around the left. That's it. Move under and then around your back. Oops, that's okay. It's all good. Back to center for a moment. Right shoulder closer to knee. Maybe just right hand to floor, left to sky, or bind around. Center, it'll lengthen spine up even more. Drop hands down, straighten the legs, toes forward. All right, circle the arms up. Exhale, hands down to heart. Good. We'll try a little challenge. So this challenge, you try to sit back slowly, roll, and then try to reach through and rise back up. We'll try to aim for 5. If it doesn't come back up, that's okay. You'll just just try again. So,
It kind of hurts my lower back when I'm rolling.
Okay.
There's that spot right between.
Okay.
Which gets
So if you need to skip and just
well,
whatever you want to do.
Modify, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Modify whether it's the part on the ground or just the squat part. That's okay.
Good.
If you don't want to take all 5, that's okay. Here's 4. Just a squat is fine. 3. 2. If we have one more left in us, this one is a challenge. Amazing. Hands on the heart. Close the eyes for a moment. Spine lengthens up. Open the eyes, right hand to right thigh. Slide down because those stance is wider. The hips can shift to the left as the hand goes up and over. It's a deeper stretch to the side hips. And up. Switch it out. Pull the arms up to sky. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fingertips down, right foot back. Keep that left foot nice and wide. Allow yourself to choose. You can either keep the knee lifted and just circle the arm back, or lower the knee, grab for the foot, with an extra quad stretch. Release the back leg. Slide the hips over the back knee. Half split the legs so wide. So the front knee bends again. We'll take a moment to play with Ekapada Kundinasana or just go to lizard. We'll all meet in lizard in a little while anyways. So if you're playing with this balance, you're trying to get the left shoulder kind of under the knee and then the left hand plants wider. Yeah. The right elbow slides in so that you can rest your weight on it. Good. Inch your toes forward. And then there's a moment where both legs can extend. Yep. Beautiful. And then whenever you're ready to unwind, bring the elbows back to the inside. Rest down lizard.
That requires no lower back gripping.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just not fun.
That's okay.
The balance part is super fun, but my lower back's like, yeah, no.
Yep.
How do you want me to walk out of here?
Exactly.
To serve you for the rest of the weekend.
Well, and even listening to that it's like the drizzle, the rain. It's like rather than letting the monsoon floods wash your whole system out, it's like, no, I'm just gonna let my body settle for this. This is the truth.
What's the edge?
Exactly. Letting the hands. We'll go back to a hamstring stretch, your choice. The foot can come back to the center. Maybe just an easy half split. If you want to go deeper, all right? One more breath in, out. And we'll slide that foot up to top left of mat, left of back knee. Step right foot up to top right, forward fold for a moment. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fingertips down. Slide left foot back. So either keep the knee up and circle back for the twist, or lower the knee to grab for the back toes, quad stretch. Beautiful. Shift the hips over the back knee. Slightly wide. Take that as a half forward fold. Okay, bend knee. The right shoulder comes close to that knee. The right hand flexes wider than the foot, up the outside of the foot. Left elbow swivels in to rest. Your hips on it. And then start to inch your front toes out, extending both legs.
Is there an animal?
It's named after a sage, so not that I know of. We could like make one up that works for us, but not that I know of. Okay, whenever you're done, go ahead and go to lizard. Go for like flying peacock or something. I don't know.
And what comes to mind, praying mantis.
Praying mantis.
Is there another?
I'm not aware of a mantis.
I can't think of. I feel like there is one.
Okay.
I can't have been the only one who thought of that.
Right.
All these years.
Okay. Shift your hips back for a moment. Get the foot back to the midline. And option to just take a half split or a bit deeper. Good. This time we'll take the leg all the way back. Optional flow, last flow if you want. And this one will settle into a wide knee child whenever you're ready, no rush. Moving the left hand forward, the right arm threads under and through the armpit space. Left. Just relax. We're in a slight twist, slight shoulder stretch. Going to this side, thread left through. Unwind back to normal child, a couple of breaths. Walking the hands in, the torso rises, swing the legs out and first, we'll plant them close, hands behind us. We're lifting up to try to get a shoulder stretch. So it's trying to lift high enough that the arm being pulled back behind us brings it into that stretch position. One more deep breath if you can. And hips down, legs directly forward. Circle the arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Comparing this to the one earlier, notice if things are a little bit more open. Slide rising up. We'll take it to a plow pose. I know some people like to roll into plow. I like to go from a bridge pose, and then I slide my elbow to be in place already. So rising up, shoulder stand first. If at any point you want to skip any of the parts of shoulder stand to plow, your body just doesn't want it today, that's fine, you can skip it. From the plow, leading left foot up high, right straight leg tries to come a bit closer. Maybe toes go to ground, maybe not. It's not a pressure. Lifting right, and then lowering left. Lifting left. Option to stay in shoulder stand, option to go part way or all the way to plow. Only release hands from the low back if toes make contact with the floor. You can stay here a bit longer if you'd like. At any point that you're ready to slowly return your spine back to the floor, welcome to do so. Beautiful. And the knees come back into chest. Listen to your body to add in any last poses that are needed. Sometimes a fish pose is really good after the plow. Sometimes just an easy twist. So let's fall to one side, and then the other. Take these last few minutes to do any little gifts that your body needs. As much time as you need. Not at all. I'm super happy to. If you want me to, Phyllis, I'm happy to add that. You got it already, it looks like. Legs up the wall is beautiful. Your buck. Something about yoga that just making your muscles have to work a little bit and just holding stretches. It's like afterwards is a new type of vitality. It's almost like we've cleared out meridians where gunk maybe was plugged up before. So imagine that's like we're clearing out the ditches, we're plowing the fields. All the work now is done, the seeds are planted. So while we're in this Shavasana, maybe in the mind's eye, imagine just a slow trickle of rain. Imagine being the seed, just drinking up that beautiful slow trickle. Like the signals are turning on for germination. Everything's feeling a little bit more alive. Just rest, enjoy that beautiful state of vitality while we're here in Shavasana for a few more minutes. into deep inhales and exhales. This little movement back to the body, fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. Stay with the legs up in movements that feel good, or take a fetal position at any point that you're ready. That rush of blood back to the legs. Eventually coming up to a comfortable seated place when you're ready, no rush. With hands at the heart, we reconnect to the idea that we started with. Sometimes the rain or the hard times in life seem like something we want to avoid. But what if we reframe that mindset? It's the thing that cleanses us, the thing that makes the air even more breathable. It's the thing that allows our seeds to germinate so that we can eventually have the beautiful flowers in the spring. And so with this shift in paradigm, there's so much to be grateful for the rains. And so with this idea to lead us on, let's wrap up the time that we shared together with the sound of Om. Deep inhale now. May we be filled with light and happiness and peace. Namaste.